Hello everyone and welcome to Mediocre Entertainment Monthly September 2013, and it's on the second Wednesday of every month, except this month it's on a Friday because, well, I've been busy, especially with like driving tests and not quite succeeding, but we'll try next time, but and other things like that, and just being a bit busy this week or so. But yeah, it's basically where I talk about entertainment and stuff that's happened in the past month. Now it's quite a bit here, so I don't know how long this will take. Hopefully it won't be too long, but you know, let's go into manga. This will be the shortest section, well, actually second shortest, but Weekly Shonen Jump is now in the UK, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. So that's pretty awesome because, well, it was in America for the longest, in just America. You can download it from the Apple App Store or Google Play, and it costs in the UK £1.99 per month or 69 pence per issue. Ireland €2.69 per month or 89 cents per issue. Australia, it costs $2 Australian 99 cents per month or 63 Australian cents per issue. New Zealand, it costs $4 New Zealand 19 cents per month or $1 New Zealand 29 cents per issue. And in South Africa, it costs 24 Rand 99 per month or 7 Rand 99 per issue. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. I won't get it just yet, but I will probably get it in the near future. So it's mainly because I need to decide like what if I'm going to read the manga and such, and how I'm going to do it and other things. And my main problem is it is only on, you can only buy it on the app stores rather than an account on a site, on Viz's site or whatever, but oh well. Now let's get into games. So today we'll talk about Gamescom and Sony's pre-TGS conference and things like that. So Gamescom, this is Sony's conference by the way, I'm only going to be talking about that. But first of all, LBB Hub is introduced, so Little Big Planet Hub, and this is a free-to-play version of Little Big Planet, and it contains the full crate mode, and it contains community competitions with prizes, and I think this is pretty cool. It does mean that LBB 2 is kind of redundant. I mean, you can still go in there to get items and stuff specific to that game, like LBB 1, you get to go back into it to get items. It's not completely irrelevant, which I think is cool, but yeah, it's pretty cool nonetheless, and that comes out later this year. The PS Vita and the memory cards have had a price cut. The PS Vita is now $199 in North America and 199 euros in Europe, and memory cards are now $14.99 for 4 gig, $90.99 for 8 gig, $39.99 for 16 gig, and $79.99 for 32 gig. I still think they're a bit pricey, but there we go. A bunch of new indie games were announced for the PS4 and Vita, which I think weren't that interesting in my opinion, but there you go. Now, if you buy select PS3 games like COD Ghosts and Assassin's Creed 4, etc., Watch Dogs, etc., and you get the PS4 versions later, you can get the PS4 versions at a discount. The digital copies though, but nonetheless, it's pretty cool if you decide to do that. And finally, from Gamescom, the most important news in my opinion, the PS4 release date has been announced, and it is the 15th of November 2013 for North America and the 29th of November for Europe, which I think are reasonable release dates and pretty decent. And now let's go to the pre-TGS conference. Now, first of all, a new Vita model was announced. It's going to be released in Japan on the 10th of October in 6 different colors for 43,980 yen, and it's slimmer and lighter than the current model. Now, the problem I see is the OLED screen has been replaced with an LCD screen, which I'm not sure. I don't know. It's just, it feels like it's going backwards. And personally, I feel LCD is a more inefficient method of display than LEDs. LEDs are much more efficient in my view. But there you go. And as well as that, a new 64 gig memory card has been announced, which is pretty nice, but it would be really expensive. And there's no European plans and American plans as of yet to release this Vita. Now here's a little something. The PS4 doesn't arrive in Japan until the 22nd February 2014 for 39,980 yen or 43,980 yen with the camera included. They don't really have a problem to worry about. It's more, they should more focus on America and Europe, since they're the market they need to really attract and in the bigger market. Also because Japan, they pretty much guarantee to dominate, because Xbox One's not going to do well in Japan. Let's just say if there's a Japanese alternative, most likely they'll probably take it. I'm not entirely sure though if this is not true, but this seems to be the case, let's be honest. And finally, we'll conclude this section with the PS Vita TV being announced. And you're wondering what the hell that is. Well, it's basically a 6cm by 10cm little box that lets users enjoy video and music services on TV, but more importantly, it can play original PlayStation games, PSP games, and select PS Vita games. Select because of the touchscreen basically, and I'll explain why. Well, it works with PS4 remote play like the Vita will, which is pretty cool, so you can put it in another room and play PS4 well with your family, which is TV in the main room, which I think is pretty nice. And it's out of Japan on the 14th of November 2013 for 9,480 yen on its own, or with a white PS3 controller and an 8 gig memory card, it costs 14,280 yen. And I think it's going to be a pretty damn solid product in Japan. There's no information about it being released in North America and Europe as of yet, but I think it'll be pretty useful because honestly, it's a good entry entry-level console to compete with the Ouya and all the other Android consoles, and it's got a good decent library of games for it, and could kind of make the Vita relevant. So that's probably the negative, and that's probably one reason why I don't think they should, at least for now, release it in America and Europe. For me, it would be good as a capture card. One advantage they could do is that they allow you to use a PS Vita controller, making more games compatible, but also, so I could play like PS Vita games, but it also connects it to a capture card, the Vita TV to a capture card, which would be pretty kind of cool, so I could live stream and record games on the Vita without having to buy the Vita capture card. And now we're going to YouTube. Now, it's been long at all in this section, but video responses have pretty much been removed as of now. Now, they haven't been yet when I'm recording this, but that's because it's before that, and this is going to be just on Friday or Saturday, depending on when I can actually fully edit and get this ready. But yeah, they're going to be removed, and basically it's kind of good and bad at the same time. I'm kind of more neutral than other people. Some people are fully for, some people are fully against, and I'm kind of neutral. If you want to find out more about this, you can check out my latest Sky discussion episode about further Google Plus and YouTube integration and the video responses and how they two kind of tie together. But yeah, guys, that's the end for this month. Hopefully this episode's been decent. So yeah, but for now, guys, I shall see you until next month for video containment. That is obviously my regular videos are still going to be up. But yeah, for now, guys, I shall see you. Just say goodbye.